You can't walk with your shoulders out.
What?
You can't walk with your shoulders out today. Yes, because you're crushed. You've been rejected.
You head bent and body bound. Isn't that how they say head bent and body bound? Grace and peace, you guys. Welcome back to the Standard of Truth podcast, where we discuss all things social, cultural, political, and theological from a biblical perspective. I am still here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and I am just meditating on so many musings and things that have occurred since the election. And the election has been called. President Trump is now the presumptive president-elect. Kamala has conceded. And obviously, there's leftical tears to be seen all over the place. But there's one particular leftical that I wanted to talk about today, and that is Van Jones. This man intrigues me. Not because he's just, such a strapping lad and he's so attractive. This man intrigues me because I don't understand how in a body, a frame as large as his, he could be so depleted of testosterone and just masculine energy. I am convinced that Van Jones is a paid operative, because there's not an amount of money that you can pay the average masculine American male to go on network television and opine and emote and whine and cry the way we are about to watch him do it. So I'm going to go ahead and play this clip. And I'm actually going to play it on my phone. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play this clip because it is quite the emotional drivel that I expected from him. But he went and he has set a new low, not just for black men, but for the women who love them. So take a listen to this mess.
I hear what you're saying. And I do see it differently, because I'm thinking about the people who are not a part of anybody's elite who are hurting tonight. There are African-American women who know a little bit about being talked down to and know a little bit about having their economic dreams crushed.
Let me just go ahead. I wanted to stop it right there. This man said that the economic dreams of black women have now been crushed. And I'm confused. Because I'm trying to understand, does he mean the economic dreams have been crushed like they were crushed with Bidenomics? Because Bidenomics didn't work. Most black women are in service level jobs, and even the ones that are college educated with professional degrees, inflation has hit us so bad that wages are stagnant. And people are struggling at all walks of life. But I'm confused when he says that now that Kamala has lost, right? Kamala, the communist, right? Who just give free everything. I don't see how that would have benefited black women at all. Nor do I understand how now, all of a sudden, 24 hours later, the economic profile of black women has now been effectively crushed forever. When we've been crushed, living under these oppressive economic policies for the past 3 years. Do you see how they just lie and make up things that even a leftist feminist woman, an observable reality, she knows for a fact that she's paying more for groceries. She knows for a fact that transferring to a new job right now is not a good idea. Why? One, ain't nobody hiring, and she can't go anywhere to make the same amount or more for another company if she decides to make that move. And that's if she has not been laid off. So I thought that was interesting that he said that. But now let's go ahead and just let him start crying some more. He's really going to pull out the baby violin now. Listen to this.
Who tried to dream a big dream over the past couple months. And tonight they're trading in a lot of hope for a lot of hurt.
Okay, so now Donald Trump having won was us trading in a lot of hope for a lot of hurt. I am confused, and I need to know, how is Donald Trump getting back into the office of the presidency? How this is personally hurting black women? Because I'm a black woman, last time I checked, married to a black man with black babies. And it's actually the inverse. My hope is in Christ. But as far as being an American patriot, my hope does seem a little brighter, knowing that a competent human who knows how to get this country back on track economically will now sit back into the Oval Office come January. But when he says we're trading in hope and, our dreams were crushed, it saddens me that he is painting this shareable narrative that the hopes and dreams of Black women lie on the back of a fake Black chick with a stolen ethnicity. Like, we just had no hopes and dreams without us seeing her in the Oval Office. And now somehow any hopes and dreams that we may have had on November 4th have now been stolen and ripped from us. And we just ain't gonna know what to do moving forward. Our whole lives hinged upon who is in the White House, as if we don't have the capacity or the mental fortitude to work by the sweat of our brows, using the good brain that the good Lord has given us in order to figure out and navigate through life, unless Kamala was sitting in that White House. This is rich. This is pretty impressive, Van. You really showed out on this one, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you continue.
And they were hoping that maybe this time, one of their own could be seen as worthy.
Wow. So now our self-worth, in essence, is tied into the elevation of who you deem significant and appropriate. Wow. What on earth was I doing for the 45 years that I've been on this earth? My worth and my significance, when I didn't even know who Cam was, right? My worth and significance, I was hoping, based on what you say, we were hoping to see one of our own in the White House. Let me tell you something. This symbolism, Van, that you continue to push on to the Black American community, it is so weak and tired. Why? Because we got symbols of y'all in all walks of life and in all areas of government, and it has made no material difference in the lives of Black Americans in this country. You're not like a Booker T. Washington. No, you're not like a Harriet Tubman or Carter G. Woodson or any other notable Negro American in this country who knew how to function in their freedom despite opposition, was able to rise from the ashes and make something of themselves. Here, you want to position us as this weak and feeble people group in the freest country of America, that somehow our worth, our dignity, and our essence has now been stripped from us because Kamala lost. Kamala lost because she's incompetent and she's weak, and she actually is a little feeble. She doesn't represent the best of us that came with qualities that we would want to elevate to the highest office of the land. That woman can't even string together a coherent sentence that even her own self can exegete and say, that made sense. She don't even know what she's saying half of the time, but they pay you to push this narrative on Black women to where we are so self-absorbed, and that our self-esteem, because of the fake self-absorption, let me rewind that. It is obvious that you think that our self-esteem is so low that unless we can look to the symbol of a fake Black woman that looked like she got an ultra perm to the highest office of the land, that we don't know what to do with ourselves, nor do we even have any sort of self-esteem or anything else to aspire to because she lost. Newsflash, I was Black before Kamala started running this race, and I'm going to be Black now that she done lost the race. And praise be to Jesus, she did not win. But I guarantee you, if there are Black women out there that are lamenting that one of us didn't make it, you're living under such strong delusion, and I want to help pull you out. I want to help pull you out because your identity, essence, and self-worth does not need to be tied to this one single individual of stolen ethnicity and valor. You don't need that for self-essence and worth. You are an image bearer, created in the image of God, worthy of value, dignity, and respect. And you don't need to listen to some soy boy, jellyback, squat the P male to listen to him and to bring down with little self-respect that you may have had left. No, you don't need to listen to him. You don't need to listen to him because one, he does not speak for all black women. And two, he is a paid operative, paid to spew this drivel, this diabolical diatribe of nothingness. Also that you can question observable reality saying Kamala wasn't qualified to win. And two, for you to just carry the bloodstained banner of victimhood. When will we learn to function in our freedom? We'll learn to function in our freedom when we disavow people like Van Jones. My whole goal, I am setting out a goal to destroy the liberal left and to tear down the imaginations and the verbal strongholds that they have erected and placed around like some sort of behavioral noose around our necks to convince us that we are not equal in this country on the basis of our ethnicity. When I look around, there's no one superior to me. Not one. And if there's someone out there that believes that they're superior to me, please point them out. Introduce them to me. I'd love to look them in the eye and have them say it with their chest to my face. I'm going to wrap it up here. We're going to let him continue because he's about to grandstand this thing. It's about to get real good. Take a listen to this.
And once again, they're facing rejection. And that hurts. They thought tomorrow morning they're going to walk out with their shoulders back a little bit, maybe able to breathe for the first time and feel like they belong someplace. They did everything that they knew how to do. And it's going to be harder than it should be tomorrow for them to hold their heads up. And they're not the only people who are hurting tonight. If you're a parent of a trans kid, your child's face was used as a springboard to power for somebody. That doesn't feel good. There are going to be people tomorrow. We're going to be handing clothes at the dry cleaners to people who don't have papers. There are going to be people who are going to be cleaning your teeth tomorrow who don't have papers. And they're terrified tonight. And so it's easy to blow this off. Oh, look at the elites. They're going to get their comeuppance. It's not the elite that's going to pay the price. It's people who woke up this morning with a dream and are going to bed with a nightmare. And those people didn't deserve to be respected and held and talked to. Those are the people who are going to pay the price for whatever Donald Trump decides to do.
Yeah, but Van, how do we know that those people didn't vote? A large portion of those people aren't part of the people that elected Donald Trump. Well, right? I think that's a good part of the electorate. And the black women, the party, the Democratic Party, let those black women down. Not Donald Trump.
So now I need a kickstand to hold my head up because Kamala didn't win. I literally need some sort of artificial device to hold my head up because I can't do it on my own. Wow. These people really want to make sure that you live, function, and remain dependent on the government, looking to some sort of melanated messiah for your dignity, essence, and worth. This man said that black women, I don't know why you keep thinking you can speak for us, but then I think about it. You do speak for black women because you probably are deep down inside. You are a black woman, but you ain't had the respect enough to marry a black woman. But that's okay because I love white women too. They my people, especially the Christian ones. But the point I'm making is he is trying to sell black women on the idea that we are struggling within ourselves with low self-esteem and that we are unable to hold our heads up and walk with our shoulders back because Kamala lost. So who we are, all that we are, is directly tied to whether enough people in America saw Kamala Harris as worthy. Well, guess what? I'm a black woman with a black husband and black children, right? I didn't think Kamala was worthy. Why? When Kamala decided to kick off her campaign at an abortion clinic, I said, yeah, she don't speak for me. When Kamala decided to have a campaign rally in my hometown of Atlanta, Georgia, and instead of her standing there providing us with something of substance, she gave us a twerk fest. She gave us a twerk fest with Meg the Stallion Why? Because all black women, we're over-sexualized. All we know how to do is twerk and eat lemon pepper wings and drink Moscato. That's what we do. That's what we like to do. Right, Kamala? Just give us bundles, lemon pepper wings, some Moscato, and some bundles. And you've just dialed in to the essence of who black women are. I didn't think Kamala was worth my vote. Why? Because not only that, for some reason, Kamala thinks that all we want to do is watch her wash collard greens in a tub. Now, y'all know black folks, we like soul food. But Kamala's not intimately connected to the soul of actual black folk because she played in your face, would lie to you and tell you, yes, I smoked weed in college and listened to Tupac. Girl, bye. And your girlfriend, and your girl, Van Jones. We, black women like me, we're now embracing the masculine black man who is willing to protect and provide for us and who doesn't need the fake symbolism of a black maternal figure who provides nothing but matriarchal squalor to represent him. They push back against your narrative, and women like me push back against your narrative. And not only that, the rest of America pushed against your narrative, not because she's black, not because she's female, but because her policies are trash and she was a trash candidate. And that's just a fact. You ain't got to like it, but that doesn't make it any less true. So chin up, Van. Take your baby violin, pack up your case, and get the heck on and go home. Grace and peace, you guys. So who we are, all that we are, and all that we am, that don't make sense. All that we am, that don't make sense. All that we am, all that we are,